Hey guys, right, I thought it was about time I quickly did some of these Tenstar Games Packs that I said I would go through, Tenstar Games Pack games. So, as I said in my first two videos and in the story that is linked to the Amiga boards, it's also going to be on pczone.co.uk actually, so look out for that, and I'll put that link in the window as well. Thank you to them. Off the back of that story, I'm going to be a regular contributor on that side as well, so do check out and regularly look at pczone.co.uk. That would be great. But yeah, so back in the day, back in 1989, this is the magazine I've already featured because I've rebought this issue of the magazine. Reason it was so important is because it has the advert, and it's the only time I'm going to show this in the games videos. But in case you watch these, independently as the Tenstar Games Pack, this is sort of episode 1 of the Tenstar Games Pack videos, if that makes sense. But I went to the Computer Shopper show with my entire family in London to actually buy my Commodore Amiga, and what we ended up getting was the Amiga 500 Batman pack, which included obviously Batman, as well as New Zealand Story and FA18 Interceptor, Deluxe Paint, all the normal stuff as well like that. But it must have been the silica stand that I got it from, because it also came with all the games in the Tenstar Games Pack, and we actually got that for £350. That entire lot, so the Batman pack plus these extra 10 games, which I'm only going to do this intro on this first video here, but just so that you know what's in the Tenstar Games Pack in order, I believe, as because they were all numbered individually. Good pack to get your hands on. So Amegas, which is the first one we'll do today, Art of Chess, Barbarian, which is so good, Buggy Boy, Akari Warriors, that's it. So I've just found I can't read the title in this graphic here, but I've just realised it's all actually printed down below as well, and it's Akari Warriors. Sorry, pronounced it wrong. Insanity Fight, Mercenary. Just wait till we get to Mercenary, which also came with the Second City, so it was kind of like 2 games in one. Pteropods, Thundercats, and Whizball. And look, what I want to do is there's people that go through games and just play them. There's people that review them. I don't want to do any of that. This is, for me, it's a nostalgia journey. It's all about the feelings that these things evoke within me when I revisit them. I haven't seen anybody else do that specifically. Maybe Nostalgia Nerd, but not for these particular games. So again, I'm not particularly treading on his toes. Also, Dan Wood's done the Christmas plays that he did when he was playing with one of his mates at Christmas time. That's gold. And of course, that was all about nostalgia as well. But again, not these particular games. These are about the games that I had, and specifically at the moment, the games that I got that magical day that I went to London with my family. So let's get into it. This is Tenstar Games Pack game number 1. I'm using Amiga Forever to emulate for you guys. Because obviously, if you're not following along, that's the twist in the tale, by the way. I don't get my Amiga until I've repurchased one on eBay, and I don't get my new Batman pack, boxed Batman pack, until December of this year, because I live in Australia and the pack is at my parents' house in the UK. So I'm going to wait until Christmas 2019 to get it again. And seriously, this isn't fake. This is it's so exciting. It's insane. Anyway, there's another thing I could tell you guys, but I'm not going to tell you. Wait till December. What I am going to do, I don't want to ruin that experience. Sorry, I'll only do this intro on this first video. I'll put a link in the description of this first video if you just want to skip to the game. All right, how's that? But what I'm going to do is, I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? I don't know. Told you it's too exciting. No, it's completely gone. Oh, it'll come back and then it'll ruin the gameplay. Let's just get into it. So I'm using Amiga Forever to emulate, and let's just fire that up, and let's put me in the corner. There we go, and click back in there. And there we go. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I remember, I remember what it was. So yeah. So while the drive ticks away in the background, I'll tell you this. So I obviously, to make sure the emulation works, I want these to sort of be pure emotion, but that's been obviously quite hard because I've had to get the emulation working, and I've had to download all the ADF files for all the games that I had as a kid, and especially this initial pack, the Batman pack and the Tenstar Games Pack. And of course I've had to test those. So in the testing, I've kind of spoilt it a little bit because I've had a quick play of each game to make sure that the game works. So I do apologise for that. But other than that, I'm going to try and keep them as raw and as pure as I possibly can, and just get in with the pure emotion, no faking it. Just what does it do to me when I play these games, and what are the memories I have from that period. So obviously the Tenstar Games Pack, because I got it with the Batman pack, a lot of these were sort of day one games, and I'll try and bring out the emotion that comes with each of those games. Right, so I'm going to insert the first game, which is Amegas. Obviously you can't see my file browser because I'm not sharing my entire desktop, just sharing Amiga Forever. Amiga Forever version 8, by the way. I'm not for or against Amiga Forever. I use it, I like it does the job. I'm well aware there are other ways to do it. Obviously these games I had as originals, so I didn't have any of these crack tros or anything like that. So I know for some people these hold nostalgia value as well. Any crack tros or cheats or anything like that. For me, obviously with these games, I had the legit version. So yeah. First thing with any of these games is the music, and I have obviously heard this when I tested the game, but still. And in fact, I suddenly realised that I had a cracked version that was playing different intro music. So there's another version out here that doesn't have this music, and I purposely then had to go and find the version with this music. So, but it still does something. I mean, one of the things I did, and I know a lot of you guys out there did this as well, is we just fire up the Amiga, put your favourite game in, not to play the game, but to listen to the music, because it's just a sound in its own, Amiga game music. So yeah, that's a really special thing as well. And this is definitely one of those ones I would have fired up. So here we go, it's the standard sort of paddle. I've had to play about with the mouse speed to get this sort of playable on a modern PC, because it's just way too fast. But other than that, let's get these balloons out of the way. They're really annoying, so you can do that. I'm pretty sure we would have played this on day one, when we got the Amiga home from London. But we had a small house back in England, a 3-bedroom house. Well, there is a reason why I'm telling you this. So a 3-bedroom house. I'm just going to start playing while I talk. But then I get obsessed with the game, and then I do badly. And there was 4 of us, 4 kids. Well, there's actually 5, but one of my sisters was off at college and then working overseas. So there was 4 of us living at home in this little 3-bedroom house, obviously plus my parents. So me and my brother had what is essentially the box room, with a set of bunk beds in it. We really didn't have much room at all, and that's where the Amiga was set up. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I have this obscure memory. The Amiga hardly ever made it to any other room. Sometimes it would make it down to the lounge if I had one of my friends round and we were doing link up. But for some unknown reason, I've got this memory in my head of me playing this on the dining room table. That would have been a rare thing, and I've no idea why I would have moved the Amiga down to the dining room table, but I distinctly remember playing this on the dining room table. I don't know. It's weird. What I do remember, look how badly I did, because I'm talking. What I do remember is this, I think, was more one of my brother's favourite games, more than mine. This one, I'd sort of get more into the technical games, and sort of the more long drawn out games. I loved flight simulators. And my brother liked the sort of more arcadey stuff. He loved shoot 'em ups. I don't remember it doing that. So what happened there? I picked up a pink one and I right clicked to see what the pink one did. Because you have to right click. I don't remember it taking it. I don't remember seeing the special level. Maybe I never knew you could do this. I can't play these games for too long because, do you know what? I have to say this quietly. I've been getting a string of migraines recently, and I think it's going back to these odd resolutions and weird backgrounds. What? I don't remember this. Maybe I never did. Maybe I never did this. Maybe I never used right click on a pink one. What? That's insane. My favourite was the red one, the red tile, and that gives you a set of lasers. I'm missing these. Damn, I just want to get back. Oh, what's going on? So yeah, more my brother's type of game this than mine. I might not spend too long playing this one today, but I'm fascinated by this now. I just want to get back so I can show you my favourite red tile with the lasers. But this is crazy. I've got a new high score apparently. What did we ever do with high scores? Because they were never stored, were they? What I am going to do, just so that you know, is I'm going to sort of record all these all quite quickly. So probably over the course of this week, I will record all of the Tenstar Games Pack at least. And then shortly after that, I'll also do the Batman pack and probably the Star Wars trilogy as well, so that I can then stop playing with anything Amiga until December when I actually pick up, because I really don't want to dilute that experience that I know I'm going to have when I actually pick up the real hardware. Oh, I don't want to play. I want to get me back to the normal level. What? This is going to take forever now. At least they're not sort of coming back all over the place now. Can he do it? Yeah, when I first set this up, the mouse speed was ridiculously fast. Well, that's weird. So the ball goes over them when they're one colour, and are they getting higher and lower? I don't know. The backgrounds are insane. Like, it's painful for your eyes. There we go. Right, let's give that another go. Look at the beautiful background, the loading screens and all that. See the back? Oh, my eyes. No wonder I've been getting migraines and having time off work. Oh, could it be because of this? I thought it might be because of apple juice. I'm not sure. My phone's buzzing in my pocket. It's probably my wife saying, who are you talking to downstairs in the downstairs lounge? No, it's not. It's just saying goodnight. I'm talking to the internet. I missed the red one. Like the red one. I have to get the red one just to conclude this video, just so you can see how cool it is, because then it doubles up for me as a shoot 'em up. Yellow's good. Yellow's good. Slows everything down. Green makes the bat sticky, I think. I don't want to talk about the game I reviewed again, but I've kind of done my memories of this. Like I said, it was mainly... Oh no, but I want them... always comes down the same... There's another one. Oh, couldn't have got... It would have been impossible. There's again... Oh, come on. No, I'm not right-clicking for the pink one. I'm not going to do it. I would have picked this up and played this, you know, at various times. Of course I would have done. It's just one of those go-back-to games, you know, and so... This is definitely etched in my memory, whereas not all of the Tenstar games are, in all honesty. That's why I think it's going to be quite an interesting journey going through. Apologies for this first one, because I really don't have too much to say in terms of, you know, emotional response, I guess, other than that intro music I definitely remember, and just the game itself, and these damn elusive red tiles that I just want to show you how awesome they are if I can get one. Come on. Give me a red tile. And funny enough, when I did test play this, I knew the tiles did something, and it's amazing how after all these years, you know, we're talking nearly 30 years, I knew the red tile did something that I liked, but I couldn't get it to do it. And I knew it was like, I'm sure that gives me lasers. And I haven't played this in freaking years. How these things stick in your mind, I don't know. come on. Oh, come on. Yes. But what I hadn't remembered was that you have to right click to actually activate the tiles. So it took me a long time to figure it out. And obviously it makes it a lot easier to actually then start blasting away at the blocks. You have to remember, the trick is sort of don't get obsessed with shooting the blocks. Just concentrate on still doing the ball. And then you'll get the blocks along the way. Then I lost it. There we go, I'm glad I got the red one. I think that's enough of that. I don't have many more memories to add to that, so I'm going to stop this recording. And then I had to look there, just to make sure, down in the corner there. You can't see it obviously, but to make sure I actually click start recording. So that would have been embarrassing. So I'll stop this recording and then I'll start the next game. I'm going to do as many as I can, but I'll drip feed them to you through the years, like a countdown, like I say, to actually travelling back to see my family in England and picking up the Batman pack, which again I can't describe how excited I am about that. It's absolutely insane. Okay, see you on the next one. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop in a minute.